In 1590, English explorer John White returned to Roanoke Island, eager to reunite with his family and the 115 colonists he'd left behind. But what he found was nothing. No people. No bodies. Just empty houses, a single word carved into a post, CROATOAN, and a chilling mystery that has haunted historians for over 400 years. Where did America's first English settlers vanish? And was their disappearance a tragedy, or something darker? Imagine stepping onto that desolate island after years away, hoping to find your loved ones, only to be greeted by silence and emptiness. The air heavy with unease, the sound of the waves the only reminder of life. This moment marked the beginning of one of America's oldest and most haunting mysteries. But how did it all begin? To unravel the story of Roanoke, we must travel back to a time of ambition, conflict, and desperate dreams. To understand Roanoke's mystery, we must go back to 1587. England, desperate to rival Spain's New World Empire, sent 115 men, women, and children to settle Roanoke Island off modern-day North Carolina. Led by artist-turned-Governor John White, they aimed to build city of Raleigh a foothold in the Americas. But the land was already home to indigenous tribes like the CROATOAN and CROATOAN. Tensions simmered. Supplies ran low. And just months after arrival, White sailed back to England for help, leaving his family behind. What were the settlers' hopes and dreams? They wanted a fresh start, driven by the promise of new land and new opportunities. Yet, behind the ambition lay fear of the unknown, of hostile tribes, and of nature's wrath. Imagine the isolation, the longing for home. For the settlers, every day was a struggle for survival. White's return was delayed for 3 agonizing years. England was at war with Spain, and every ship was commandeered for battle. When he finally returned in 1590, the colony was a ghost town. The only clues, the word CROATOAN and a haunting silence. How did they vanish? Theories have swirled for centuries. Theory 1. Assimilation. The word CROATOAN pointed to Hatteras Island, home of the Croatan tribe. In 2012, archaeologists found Elizabethan-era artifacts there, like a sword hilt and ring. Oral histories from the Lumbee Tribe also suggest intermarriage. But why would settlers abandon their homes? Some say they fled Spanish raids or drought. Others argue assimilation was survival. To explore this theory, we must consider the realities of colonial life. The settlers faced starvation and hostility. Assimilation may have been their only option. Historical evidence supports intermingling, but questions remain why leave no clear sign of their fate. Theory 2. Massacre or starvation. Not all theories are hopeful. Carved trees near Roanoke depict beheaded Europeans. The CROATOAN tribe, angered by colonial encroachment, may have attacked. Others blame famine. Tree rings show the 1580s had the worst drought in 800 years. But why no bodies? No weapons? The lack of evidence deepens the mystery. Theory 3. Dare Stone's hoax. In 1937, a series of stones surfaced claiming Eleanor Dare led survivors south. But experts soon debunked them as hoaxes. Still, the stones remind us Roanoke's mystery is fertile ground for conspiracies. Alien abductions? Time travel? Even American Horror Story took a stab. But let's focus on facts. In 2012, the First Colony Foundation made a breakthrough. Using X-rays, they found a hidden patch on White's map marking a fort 50 miles inland. Could colonists have split up? Teams have scoured sites like Site X Bertie County for clues. Meanwhile, DNA tests on Lumbee Tribe members found rare British markers. But no smoking gun. Archaeologist Dr. Eric Klingelhofer explains, "We've found pottery, tools, and signs of metallurgy. They didn't just vanish, they adapted, but without definitive proof, the mystery lives on." Roanoke's legacy isn't just a cold case. It's a lesson in human resilience and hubris. Had the colony survived, America's history might look radically different. Instead, it became a ghost story, one that reminds us how much we still don't know about the past. So, what do you think happened to the lost colony? Did they assimilate? Were they wiped out? Or is the truth still buried? Let me know in the comments, and if you're obsessed with unsolved history, hit subscribe to History's Hidden Enigma. Next week, we're cracking the Voynich manuscript. And it gets even weirder.